And the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the carry, here's Smith. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
The completion there by Mac Jones. Now, Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 38, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now. There's so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. Complete. It's Henry. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. This to Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's my touchdown. That's caught. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3 at the 27.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Mike 42, let's go.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Prescott on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
his sixth touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Third down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Shifts by him. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Pollard again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to look downfield for Henry. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play here for Dallas.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing Jones. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Move. 3 down. Mike's 4-2. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 42, check, Mike 42. I'm coming after you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the end.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Patriots 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 7, Jones.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Next to score, Cowboys 54, Patriots 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 2nd and 2, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with